Hi everyone, it's Leona from Leona's Designs, and I'm here to start my February block heart challenge with the Stitch by Stitch Icky Chick Designs monthly challenge, where we make as many 4x4 little blocks as we can for the month. And I did find my 4x4 template. It's actually 4.5 by 4.5, but I'm going to use it to make my 4-inch blocks. I really wanted to keep it at 4 inches. I was going to use my 5-inch template, and then I found this 4 one. So that's what my month is going to be, these little 4-inch blocks, and I'm planning to put hearts on each one of some sort. And I'm going to be cutting my heart template out of this cupcake mix box that I made some cranberry orange cupcakes a couple days ago. And I saved the box so I could cut a template out of it. I'm just going to mark here where the 4-inch is, so that I can cut my heart the appropriate size. And this is going to be my template for making my hearts. So I'm just going to cut out a heart. Actually, I'm going to draw it first. Start here. Just draw it, and then hopefully it's not going to be too big. It looks like it might be too big. Well, you can always cut it down. So I'm going to just cut that out and make this my template. See if that's going to be too big. Yes, it is. So I have to cut it down. And I was browsing on Instagram last night, and I found a challenge on there for February that's called Pattern Hearts. And I thought, oh, that would be perfect to use for my stitch by stitch blocks, because it gives you a prompt every day for a different type of heart to create. So I think this will be a perfect size. So this size is about 3.5, a little over 3.5. So it should fit fine there on my 4.5-inch block. I wanted to cut it down to 4 inches though. I have to make it a little smaller. Well, maybe I'll leave my blocks 4.5 inches. Could cut my heart a little smaller. Let's just cut it a little smaller. Anyway, the Instagram challenge is called Pattern Hearts, and it's hosted by 2 different people on Instagram, and it starts today, February 1st, and every day there's a prompt. Today's prompt is polka dot. So I'll be making a polka dot heart today, and there's a hashtag that I'll be using, but I will also be using the hashtag Stitch by Stitch Icky Chick Designs, because I'm also doing her challenge for February. So I will be making these 4-inch blocks, hopefully every day, with a different kind of heart. And today's heart's going to be polka dot. Now I could use this template also, but it's too big now. But you know, the negative part of the template you could use for something. Or use it for something else. I'll just save it. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about that. And I do have some material here that I'm going to cut my block out of. It's white. Can't think of the name right now, but it's white material with the little white polka dots. And that's going to be my background for the block. Just going to cut that out right now. Oops. Get this straight here. My cutter doesn't cut very well, so I need a new blade in it. And then I will cut bottom part. And we will have our first block for February. And then our heart is going to go right on there. And I'm going to cut that little heart out of this polka dot material that I have. So I'll just use the template. I think I'll draw around the template on the back. And then I'll cut it up with the scissors. And I might use my pinking shears. I'm not sure how I'm going to embellish this heart. But right now I'm just going to cut it out. And once I get it stitched down to the fabric, I'll figure out how I want to decorate it. I think this is going to be a fun challenge. And it's going to give me a lot of different blocks and hearts for February. So I will put all the information in the description box below if you want to join in this challenge. If you're on Instagram, I'll be posting my daily blocks on there. If you want to follow me on Instagram, and just Leona's Designs. And the hashtag on Instagram is Different Doodles February 24. So here is the beginning of my first heart block for February. I'm going to stitch that down with, I guess, some straight stitches around it. And then maybe add some lace, maybe add a word. I'm not sure. But I will be back. Okay, I'm back. And I put all my cutters away, and I got a needle with white floss and red floss in it, and a little bit of lace. And I found this kind of thin batting that I thought maybe I would kind of puff this little heart up a little bit before I stitch it down to the back. I got my dryer sheet as a stabilizer for that block, and I'm going to cut that to fit. I hope that this video isn't too bright because the sun is really bright today. It's February 1st, but it's a really sunny day outside, which is really nice, and I'm enjoying it. But hopefully it's not too bright for my video. I see there's some shadows, but hopefully it'll be okay. Well, I'm gonna first decide if I want to puff up my little heart. I think I will. So I'll need to cut this piece of batting. I think it's just one piece to fit the back. It needs to be a little smaller than the background, or a little smaller than the heart. I'm really glad I found this challenge on Instagram. I think it will be a great help to me, to inspire me each day of what kind of heart to make. So I give my thanks to whoever created this challenge on Instagram. There's 2 different people, and I'm not familiar with them. I haven't followed them before. But I think this is going to be fun. Okay, so now I can back the heart with that and get it stitched down to my block. It'll be a little puffy heart. I think I'm going to turn on some light because I think it might just not even be bright enough now. It's the somewhat behind the clouds. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think that's a little better. It doesn't have all the shadows in the background. I'm just going to pin this down, and then I'm going to start stitching, and I have put it right in the middle because if I want to make this a 4-inch block, I need to have a 1/4-inch seam on each side. So I'm going to stitch it down with straight stitches with some white floss. I'm going to start right in the center of this little heart. And hopefully my thread is not going to knot up on me like it often does. Don't know why, but I'm thinking it might be the thread because I got some thread at the thrift store for a very reasonable price, and I'm not sure that it's really a good quality. Because it quite often knots up on me. But right now it's not wanting to behave. got this little loop right there that doesn't want to come down with the rest of it. There. But hopefully it will behave and I can get the rest of my stitches in here without having to change thread. So I'm just going to continue going around the edge here, these straight stitches. Till I get the whole little heart stitched down. And I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got a whole little heart stitched down. I think it looks really cute. My thread behaved. So now it's a little puffy, which looks good. And so now I've got this lace. I thought maybe I could do something with that. I don't really want to cover up the whole heart, but maybe make a little accent. Got this. Could maybe use a little flower on it. I think maybe the flower with the polka dots would be cute, and then I could sew a button on there. So I'm gonna cut one of these little flowers out of this piece of lace. I think this was a doily, old doily that I found at the thrift store. And I'm cutting it up to use. And we'll see how that looks. I'm probably not going to do a video every day for these hearts. I was planning to do one once a week just to show how many. Oh, look at how cute that looks. Yes, I love that. I was planning to do a video once a week just to show how many of these hearts I would get done in a week. And if I'm able to do one every day, I might do a short video. Just the YouTube shorts are like 1 minute. So I might do that every day just to show my different hearts. And then come on at the end of the month to show all of them. But we'll see how it goes. I hope I'm able to do one every day. Because there's a different prompt every day with these little pattern hearts. And some of them I'm not too quite sure about, but today is polka dot, tomorrow is thin stripes, so that should be interesting. And then there's abstract, floral, modern, nature, squiggles, thick stripes, plaid, stitched, zigzag, grid, and it goes on and on. I guess it would be more appropriate to someone who is drawing, but I thought I could adapt it to stitching. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna stitch this little flower on now. Just do some straight stitches around the middle and then go up to catch the edge of it. Just to hold it on there. I was thinking maybe I could do some French knots in these little polka dots too, in red. I don't know, we'll see. just get these ideas and I never know how they'll pan out. But it's fun to create. I still have another challenge that I'm hoping to work on today. Before it gets too late. It's afternoon here right now. I try to get my stitching done before dark, so if I make a video, it is good light. So I hope you're enjoying my videos. I enjoy sharing them with you, and I know I'm not a great YouTube video maker, but just hope that I can share a little something that might encourage or inspire you in your day, and maybe bring you some joy, give you an idea of maybe what you could do to create something. So I'm almost done here. Stitching down this little flower. And my threads, yes, started to misbehave again. But there we go, it's stitched down. I think it looks very cute. And I'm gonna have to find a red button to go with that. I'm gonna knot this off and then I'm gonna go look in my button stash to see if I can find a cute button. And I'll be right back. Well, I found this red button that I really like. I think it will be pretty on there. And another little red, kind of red button. And I found these polka dot buttons, but they don't really go well, so I will just sew this little pretty red button on there and make that the center of my flower. Hopefully my thread will behave. It's kind of tangled up here at the end. And then I'm going to stitch maybe some seed stitches in red, maybe some X's. Just around the sides of the block, just for interest. I think that's good. Turned out very pretty, I think. Got lots of buttons. I was blessed to find stashes of buttons at a couple of estate sales and not thrift store, but rummage sale. So now I'm going to take this red embroidery floss, and I am using 3 strands. use 3 strands of white, and I'm going to use 3 strands of red. And I think I'm just going to make some little X's. I don't know if I should make them around the edge of this. Wonder how that would look. Just gonna go around the edge here. Maybe I'll just do a straight stitch around the edge. See how that looks. Because if I don't like it, I can always take it out. Don't know a lot of stitches yet. I'm trying to learn. Oh, this thread seems like it's much better than the other. I think that's going to be nice. I'm going to continue around and I'll be back when I'm finished. Okay, I'm back and I stitched all around in the red with the red floss, and I think it looks very nice. Now what I'm planning to do is I turned over the edges, tried to make it 1/4 of an inch. This side was a little sketchy because I got a little too close to the edge there. But I found this piece of red felt I'm going to attach at the back, and I'm just going to sew around these edges to sew them down with some white sewing thread. Just some little straight stitches, just with the sewing thread, and try to keep small stitches and shouldn't show that much. So I just want to get these edges sewed down, and then a little first block of February will be finished. Hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope it inspired you to maybe try making some February hearts for yourself. I'm not sure what I'm going to be using these for if I make one every day, but they would be a nice patch maybe on a jean jacket, or they would make a nice greeting card, or just maybe put a loop on it and hang it up. A little gift for a friend. I'm not sure, but as I come up with ideas, I will post in my videos and let you know. And I do hope to do a YouTube short every day of each heart that I make. So if you enjoy my videos, be sure to subscribe so you can keep track of these little February hearts. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.